Hi, I'm Tim Gibson. I'm going to talk to you about how to do a knockdown drywall texture. Now, when we're putting a knockdown texture on a wall, it's something that just about anybody can do with just a little bit of practice. Now, what we're going to use is we're actually going to use any kind of a joint compound. So any kind of a wall compound, joint compound, drywall mud, that's what we would use. Now, the alternate method of applying this that I'm going to demonstrate today is just using a roller. So with a roller we can actually put this into place and then take a roller, and what we want to do is we just want to roll a coat. Now, as I'm rolling this, one good thing about knockdown texture is that if you've got some old wall, particularly old plaster walls or walls that are in pretty rough shape, instead of having to go to the cost of completely tearing that out and re-drywalling those, then you can use this knockdown texture. It gives you a nice look and it will cover all the imperfections in a wall or in a ceiling. And again, something very easy that anybody can do. Now, the important next step is that once we've got a good coating on the wall such as this, we're going to want to let this set up and dry just a little bit. Now, the longer we let it dry, and then the better texture we're going to get, or the better knockdown texture we're going to get. And then you can take any kind of a knife. In this case, I've got a plastic taping knife or a broad knife such as this, 6-inch, or even a 10-inch taping knife. Now, they make special knockdown knives, but believe me, these probably more than likely are tools that you already have around, or they're a little more cost effective to buy, and they will work just fine on the knockdown texture. Now, once we've got the place, we've let it dry a little bit, then what we're going to do is we're just going to put our taping knife at a slight angle, and I find it easier to work left to right, and then we want to just lightly drag over the top. Now, this is still a little wet, so we're not going to quite get the appearance that we want, but you can see right here in this section what it does is it just knocks down the top and it leaves some impressions around, and that's what we want. And again, the drier this is, then the more little impressions you're going to get, and it gives you a nice pattern. Once we do this, all we got to do is prime this when it's dry after about 24 to 48 hours and paint it, and we're good to go. I'm Tim Gibson, and that's how to apply a knockdown finish.